NASCAR Sprint Cup Racing on Fox is sponsored by Subway, where Tony Stewart goes to fuel up. Subway, race hard, eat fresh.
Debris in turn 2 puts us under the caution for the 7th time today. Kurt Busch, former series champion and native Las Vegan, will get the free pass. That'll give us 20 cars on the lead lap as the pits are open. Steve.
It's been a great day for young David Reagan, Mike. David said if you're going to make adjustments, just make them small. So it's just air pressure adjustments out of all 4 tires. Dick.
Because Carl Edwards took only 2 tires on the last stop. This time around, they've decided they have to take 4. They didn't want to. They knew they had to do it. Krista.
Matt Kenseth said he's swinging loose in 1, but in turns 3 and 4, he is money, and that's appropriate since it's Vegas. 4 tires for Matt Kenseth. Jeff Gordon also in making a 4-tire change. Matt.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. too concerned about making his car too free. A great battle off pit road. No changes for the 88.
Matt Kenseth wins the battle off pit road, but you saw a tire roll away, and that tire had been rolled across pit wall for Carl Edwards and somehow bounced free and rolled back.
And that's going to be a penalty probably, boys.
NASCAR Sprint Cup Racing on Fox is sponsored by the Home Depot, NASCAR's home improvement warehouse. By Pennzoil, feel the clean. By the Ford F-150, built Ford tough. And by Dish Network, never miss your favorite shows with a Dish DVR. 50 laps to go here at Las Vegas. Jeff Hammond, Chris Myers, Matt Kenseth, 2-time winner at this track, currently the leader, but Carl Edwards was the leader moments ago. He's led the most laps in this race. Jeff went into the pits. We had problems with a tire. That tire we showed belonged to his crew.
Yeah, it belonged to his crew, but I think right now what we saw a minute ago on some of the replays that maybe NASCAR is reviewing what happened here. Notice the gentleman right here across the wall getting ready to play catch. Here comes the tire from the right front. If you look right there, there's a cameraman. It's not a Fox guy. He was out. It was in his way. You can't have that happen, and that's one thing as far as the crew chief. Man, I would have been irate. It was not the guys who was catching its fault. It was the cameraman who was in his way, and all of a sudden it may have cost Carl Edwards an opportunity to win this race, but right now NASCAR was reviewing, and hopefully, you know, they're going to make a really good judgment call. You see Bob Osborne, he's back there saying, guys, take a look. We brought the tire back. It was coming the right direction. It's not our fault.
Right. Bob Osborne, the crew chief.
Yep.
Carl Edwards, and you saw the
right there in the middle.
The NASCAR official was standing right there where the photographer, again, not
right.
a Fox cameraman, was in the way.
And again, I mean, I just feel for Carl Edwards and this entire team right here because I've had that happen to me before, and I was ready to kill.
A former crew chief. Let's listen from audio transmission inside Carl Edwards and the 99 car.
We had a tire roll back out on the infield again there, and people got in our way when we were trying to get it, so we couldn't get it, is what happened. It wasn't that we didn't catch it. It's the crew people that got in our way, the film crew people.
All right, so that was Bob Osborne with Carl Edwards and the audio transmission. So Carl Edwards currently 3rd, so the ruling there probably isn't going to be a penalty. Isn't that the right call for NASCAR?
I think it's the right call right now because it was not the team's fault.
Kenseth leading Dale Earnhardt Jr., Carl Edwards, Jeff Gordon, and Kevin Harvick. Let's rejoin Darrell, Larry, and Mike.
Matt Kenseth, Dale Jr., Carl Edwards. The way they came out, Jeff Gordon's going to move up, Carl back as we get set to go here. It'll be lap 219 completed. That'll leave us 48 laps to go.
Well, I believe the right call has been made, though. I mean, if they're going to leave Carl there, I think it's the right thing to do. That was obstruction, and it was no part of the team's fault. So, you know, that guy shouldn't have been there. And he's not even a team member. So
I applaud NASCAR's call.
I think that's a good call, boys. I'm all for it.
Getting ready for green. Ford, Chevy, Ford, Chevy, Chevy, Ford. Here we go.
And I do need to mention that pit stop right there came with 52 to go. That's within the window of being able to make it to the end.
3 wide into 1. Jeff Gordon on the high side.
Boy, Junior, he drove in hard trying to get a run on Matt. He couldn't do it, and it cost him, man. He took off up the racetrack.
I'll guarantee you Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s got both hands and feet up on that steering wheel right now.
Well, he was all over it trying to get after Matt, and the car took off on him, but he's rallying back here off turn 4. think it's going to take an extra special effort to be able to get after that 17 car, though. He is on a rail.
He's got the 17 out front. He's got the 99 in the rearview mirror of Carl Edwards.
Jimmy Johnson, our defending champ, has had a tough day, Larry.
Yeah, 33rd, 2 laps down. Came in here trying to do 4 in a row. It will not happen today, I don't think.
Steve, what's happening with that car?
Mike, it's more like what hasn't happened with that car. His car has been tight from the center off, unstable on entry. It's been loose on exit. In fact, it's got so bad, the caution previous to this one, Chad Canal said, let's just make this a pit stop practice.
It's about all you can do at this point, because you obviously can't fix it. There's something technically wrong with that piece.
Tell you what, there's a car in the picture with him, that white number 28 car of Travis Quappo, but he is not racing Jimmy Johnson because Travis is still on the lead lap, up in the top 15 in the 14th position here with 45 laps to go. Great run, had a good run last week.
Yeah, had a great run, made good call in the pits. Todd did, and Todd Parrott, and man, he's looking good again today. Not too bad, boys.
So the Wisconsin driver going to get a birthday present this weekend.
I tell you what, we've been talking about Roush Fenway. This little 6 car, David Reagan, he's been sitting there in the top 15 all day long. Right now, he's working on Martin Truex Jr. in the 1 car. That's a battle for 11th.
You know what that boy in that 6 car needs? He needs to be able to close the deal. He's had some good runs. Got to sit there in that last few laps and get it done.
Now, he has had some good finishes when he finishes. Second generation driver out of Georgia. And that's where
trouble.
we're going
Turn 3, guys.
2-car crash.
Brian Vickers in the 83 car.
Woof. Boy, that was close.
Was that Skinner?
Mike Skinner.
Mike Skinner.
Just got through there.
That bad boy Moore was about ready to mow him down.
Get it going here.
I think it was Casey Mears who was involved up there.
Casey Mears got
Vickers.
into Vickers, yeah. They went in that corner side by side. Mears pushed up.
Caution flag number 8.
Ready, get ready. Put some tires in this thing. I saved it. We're all right. Just put some fucking tires on it real quick before the car gets back around.
What do you suppose?
Here. I blew the right rear off of it.
What do you suppose
we got only get 2 laps down.
Pulse rate is right about now?
Wow. In racing, we'd say he's hitting the chip.
Here's a look at it. The 5 inside catches Vickers.
Yep.
5 car just walked up a little bit, and as we've documented the entire race, you know, you're well over 180 entering into turn 3. Doesn't take much.
I'll bet his pulse rate isn't any higher than Mike Skinner's in the 27.
No, I'm telling you.
Who just missed it.
Good job on Skinner's part, not to panic. That's what you got to do in these situations. Just drive through it.
Spin in front of you, spin in front of you, stay down, caution.
From Casey Kane. Now that white and red car ahead, that's Skinner. How close is it?
He's coming down the track. He's coming down. Stay high. You're all good right there.
Got the 18 car on pit road.
Pit road is open, yep.
He wasn't very happy with that car, Larry. He was sliding back.
Pretty much everyone else stays out, and I think that could be pretty normal through this last run, keeping that track position.
Here comes Kyle Busch, Matt.
Mike, he's been saying on the radio the last 2 runs the car is just gone from one side being extremely tight, now it's extremely loose, just trying to find a medium there. It's just too tough today. Now the sun is setting, the weather's changing, and then being stuck back in traffic. He has experienced it all today. He says it's just wrecking loose.
Mike Skinner can come in for 4 tires and 1 pair. Shorts, that is.